Hi everyone, welcome. My name's Sarah. I am an integrative energetics practitioner and I am so grateful to be here today. I had this calling. I just wrapped up my new moon in Scorpio community event and I just had this calling to draw in a meditation and a clearing for the heart for us to be able to really receive what's coming forth in the next few months. So dive in with me. Apparently I can't talk very well, so we're just going to go with the flow and see what shows up here today. So get into those comfy cozies, grab a blanket, grab a tea, and let's dive in. Okay, so getting really grounded in our seat today, allowing ourselves to find that comfort and that capacity to have the presence to be here. And if you feel like you're going to fall asleep, know that this will continue to work as you sleep because the subconscious mind is going to integrate in and that nervous system is going to be able to receive still. So getting nice and comfy cozy, letting yourself take a great big breath, and we'll breathe together. Inhale, shoulders up to ears, give me a great big squeeze in. And exhale, sigh, dropping those shoulders down. Beautiful. 2 more times on your own. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Letting yourself just sit and revel in that micro shift that just happened through breath. Right? We really sometimes downplay the effectiveness of breath and how it affects our body and our nervous systems as well as our energetic body. So when we breathe and just allow ourselves to breathe into our space within us, we're going to breathe into our hearts and into that space that all that is. And when we speak in the Goddess Grail, it's another community I'm a part of. We think of it as a chalice, that we have this chalice, this cup, and right at that heart space is that point of the chalice at the bottom of the cup where the stem begins. And what's really cool is that is the place of the heart, but also when we think in terms of energy, right? We have a toric field, which is like a big donut, and right in the center of the donut is the heart as well, right? The bottom of the cup, the middle of the cup rather, the chalice, where the very base of the chalice, the cup part, meets the stem, right in the center. This is our heart, this is our energy bodies, also center point. So when we think of the toric field, that great big donut, that energy comes up, it comes up through the crown, around and outside of us, comes down and up through the root and continues to circulate. So it goes around and around and around. And the heart is the meeting point, which is super cool. Because when you think about the heart, it is electronic, it is pulsing, full of energy. It's what keeps us moving in our day-to-day life. So this is the heartbeat of our energy center, of that chalice, of that divinity, of all that is. This is the space where we are going to work on today and allow ourselves to clear and expand from, so that we can receive what is meant to come into our worlds in the next few months. And this is good things. This sensation, and why I feel so called to do this today, is because it feels like there's so much abundance and joy coming in. This is this pivotal moment in time where we really are being asked to allow ourselves to step into those pieces of us that we have kept under wraps, in containers, behind masks and walls and barbed wire in order to survive. We don't need to survive anymore. It is our time to not only thrive, but really be seen and allow ourselves to feel joy, to feel love, to feel as though we deserve those things. It is time. So let's settle into our bodies. We'll breathe back in, but we're going to envision that breath coming into that heart space. So one thing at a time. I like to get ahead of myself sometimes. So let's settle in, rooting down in our chairs, or if you wish to lie down, allow yourself to lie down. And we're going to take a moment just to notice what's showing up here. I like to work with my eyes closed. It's how I best channel. So you'll see me with my eyes closed and open at times. So just letting yourself settle in, finding that breath again, just noticing where it's landing, if it's high up in the chest, in the belly. Not judging, just simply becoming aware. Beautiful. Just letting that jaw and all the skin on the face relax. Letting those shoulders drop a little bit more, maybe offering a shimmy, a shake to create space. Letting that throat space and the top of the chest expand and open. Finding some ease here. And that next exhale lets that torso and back body just allowing the abdomen and pelvis to let go. As that breath exits, finding some more ease here today. And just letting those legs and feet relax as well. The whole body coming into that place of relaxation, of security within the body. Okay? So allowing that breath to come into the body. That next inhale, breathing in from the feet all the way up to the crown of the head. And then exhale down from the head to the feet. And inhaling again, inhale up through the roots of the feet all the way up the middle of the body to the crown of the head. And exhale, let it float all the way down like a piece of tissue paper floating through the sky. That breath carries itself down the body to the base of the feet. That inhale catches, bringing that breath all the way up, letting that tissue paper float up to the crown of the head. And that exhale once again releases, letting it float all the way back down to the feet. Now this next breath we take, we're going to inhale and we're going to bring that breath to the heart center. Maybe bringing our hands or our hand to the heart. And just letting ourselves move through a few rounds of breath here. Letting that heart center be present in our minds, in our bodies, in our energy. So allowing ourselves to continue to breathe into that space and place within us. And as we do so, let's begin to envision this really small speck of light right in the middle of that heart center. And that speck of light is love. It brings the sensation of warmth and comfort and serenity and safety. And so as you breathe in, as we continue to expand this little dot into something much bigger, I invite you to bring the intention of not just expansion, but that you are worthy of these things. And that's where some of us get caught up, and that's okay, absolutely okay. So maybe we go about it a little bit differently if that is a block for you in a way, if it feels some resistance within the body. Maybe we shift that script so we allow ourselves to become illuminated in those sensations, in that light, so we can serve others as well as ourselves. Okay? So as we inhale in, let's envision that warm, safe, secure, supportive, luminous ball of light, that speck of light getting larger and larger and larger. So breath by breath, it grows from a pinprick to maybe a pea to a marble to an apple, and it just continues to glow until we are like Glinda in that big ball of glorious golden light. Okay, and it's okay if that light color is different for you. Listen to that intuition, listen to that guidance. Let that warmth carry over every single cell within the body as that ball of light expands, touching every single cell, every fiber of your being. Notice what shifts within you. Notice if there's a little awakening, maybe in the womb space, or a little tingle at the back of the neck. Maybe the crown feels a little itchy. Honoring those sensations, those visceral responses to the activation and opening. Letting that light grow larger and larger, more and more encompassing. I'm going to give you some moments of silence to continue on, seeing how large you can bring that beautiful luminescence. Beautiful. And as that light expands out, I want you to notice what's here. This is very simple. This is something that you can do anytime. Just remembering that all you have to do is breathe and call in those intentions of expansion, of what it is you wish to feel. And you can do this anytime, in the car, at the grocery store. You know, if you are a busy mom and you're tapped out and you're just feeling so overwhelmed, you can close that bathroom door, maybe give it a lock, and take a moment, or in your closet, and take a moment and just breathe into that heart center and open and expand. Just knowing what's here, noticing what's here, right? Trust what's showing up. Trust what's arising. Know that as your heart expands, that energy has to expand as well. So we've done that energetic body. We've opened and expanded that heart center. Now let's literally envision that heart like a bud, a rosebud. And as this rosebud begins to open, as we move through this exercise, very similar to what we just did, as this rosebud opens, now this is your capacity to receive, right? We opened up so that we could feel and have those intentions within our energetic field. Now we're going to open the heart to receive, in that heart chakra and that energetic center around it, to receive those things, knowing that as a love or as a beautiful gesture is presented, we don't have to be like, oh no, it's okay, thank you, but it's okay. Even though everything within us wants to accept it, we feel like we're not worthy. This is going to allow us to accept with grace and with gratitude. So no longer pushing away those things we most desire but feel guilty for accepting. So let's work with that for a moment and take that heart space and envision a beautiful rosebud at the heart. Maybe looping those shoulders back and down, opening up that chest so that heart space now becomes from constricted to opens up to receive. Beautiful. And as we continue to breathe that bud within us, just envisioning it floating within that heart space. Beautiful. And continuing to breathe as that rosebud begins to circulate and oscillate. And as it does so, that vibrance that's already within our energetic body, that golden light that we've already brought in, begins to sprinkle over this bud of rose and allows it to bloom. So it begins to bloom slow and steady. This opening, this expansion within that heart space, that chest, opening more and more as the petals begin to expand away from this bud. Just like the lotus flower opens, that rosebud begins to open and expand as well. And that breath carries that rosebud to that next space, that next capacity, until it's fully in bloom. Ooh, I just got like a shiver of chills. Until it's completely in bloom. This beautiful rose, open and warm and supportive. And notice what's going on physically within this space, in this container. So letting that rose carry with you and letting yourself walk forward in your day with the intention of that loving kindness, right? Breathe into that rose, breathe into that energetic center point, right? We had that golden light and we had that rose layered on top. So when we think of that toric field, we're going to breathe in every breath, breathing in and expanding it out, letting it regenerate as it sweeps down into the roots and comes back up. It's a consistent regeneration of love, of intention, of, I want to say, beauty, right? Because beauty is authenticity, it is awareness, it is all that is. So really allow yourself to be accepting, if you can, of all that you deserve. And you are so worthy of love. And I want you to know that today. So thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for showing up for yourself. And I hope you have a beautiful day.